there, you're watching the news program on Lào Cai television. In today's program, we will check out the following highlights. Lào Cai border gate, positive size. Need for investment to upgrade Red River embankment system. Lào Cai enhancing the quality of education in ethnic minority areas. And now are the detailed contents. Please join in watching the program. In recent years, Lào Cai province has consistently prioritized improving the quality of human resources, considering it a key factor for creating breakthrough, enhancing production efficiencies, and driving socio-economic development.
Currently, the province's rate of trained labor has reached over 70%, with more than 25% holding diplomas or certificates. This clearly demonstrates a positive shift in vocational training that aligns with market demand. Social labor productivity has increased by an average of over 6% per year, and the lives of the local people continue to improve. Significantly, the province has focused on job creation linked to shifting the labor structure from agriculture to non-agricultural sectors. These results affirm the right direction for human resource development, positioning Lào Cai to continue its rapid and sustainable growth in the coming period.
On October the 7th, the Provincial Department of Health organized a training session on the effective application of AI in the health sector for the leaders and officials of medical units across the province.
The program aims to raise awareness and improve the capacity for applying digital technology, especially artificial intelligence, AI, among officials, civils, and public employees in the provincial health sector. It equips them with basic knowledge and skills regarding AI in healthcare, thereby contributing to the innovation of management methods and enhancing the quality of medical examination, treatment, prevention, scientific research, and public health care. Using a combination of in-person and online learning across 100 satellite broadcast locations, participants gained an overview of AI in healthcare and its application in research and professional development.
During the first 9 months of 2025, food safety and hygiene work across the province continued to be implemented synchronously and effectively by all sectors and localities.
The province established 2 interagency inspection teams for food safety during the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Department of Health recognized the model site for food safety in 2025. Concurrently, it directed local units and agencies to intensify inspections and awareness campaigns to prevent food poisoning. Over the 9-month period, the entire province inspected nearly 4,900 food production and business establishments. Following these inspections, 32 violating establishments were fined a total of over 95 million VND. Additionally, 11 establishments were forced to self-destroy more than 250 kilograms and 64 liters of substandard or unidentifiable food.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the last week of September and the beginning of October 2025, the Kim Thanh International Road Border Gate No. 2 recorded extremely impressive results in both import-export activities and budget collection. This strong growth not only affirmed Lào Cai's position as a strategic trade gateway.
According to the report from September 25 to October 1, 2025, the total value of import-export goods reached $52.5 million. Cumulatively, since the beginning of the year, the total import-export value through the border gate has hit an impressive milestone of $1.58 billion. Main imported goods include various types of vegetables, tubers, fruits, fertilizers, confectionery, and other important items such as chemicals and machinery equipment.
We are delighted that at the end of September and early October, the volume of import and export goods through the Kim Thanh International Road Border Gate No.
Total taxes and fees collected last week reached 42.68 billion VND, a sharp 26% increase compared to the previous week. This record figure shows that the vibrant trade activity has directly transformed into a solid financial resource for the province. Of this total, taxes and fees collected by the customs sector accounted for 38.59 billion VND, a 31% rise from the prior week, affirming the effective management and revenue generation capacity at the Kim Ton International Road Border Gate No. 2.
During this period, the demand for agricultural products, fruits, and confectionery for the Mid-Autumn Festival increased more than usual. We proactively arranged customs officers to be on duty to process customs procedures, to clear goods, creating the fastest possible conditions for businesses' import and export activities.
Despite the high volume of goods, management and customs clearance at the border gate were maintained smoothly by functional units in a coordinated manner.
To ensure security, order, and prevent congestion at the border gate area, we developed a plan and assigned specific tasks to each officer in charge of various positions, especially along the key routes.
The impressive results in trade and budget revenue at the Kim Ton International Road Border Gate No. 2 this past week demonstrate sustainable economic efficiency and a strong recovery in border trade. This continues to affirm Lào Cai's position as a strategic trade gateway, and this positive achievement contributes to celebrating the success of the first Lào Cai Provincial Party Congress for the 2025 to 2030 term.
In recent years, in Baiwat and neighboring communes along the Red River, the severe flooding caused by rising river levels and the localized waterlogging due to an inadequate urban drainage system have significantly impacted residents' life. The reality demands both immediate and long-term solutions to overcome this situation.
We are always in a state of running from the floods. The water level rose too fast this year. The residents are suffering immensely.
Having lived near the Red River for nearly 20 years, Ms. Nguyen T. Ton Huynh is accustomed to fleeing floods whenever there is heavy rain. When the state invested in building an embankment, she and the local community were very excited. However, their joy was short-lived. The remnants of Typhoon number 10 caused the embankment under construction to suffer severe erosion.
Wherever the water recedes, the ground collapses. Now, combined with many small cracks in this concrete base, our family is very worried.
Tran Yen Commune is one of the localities heavily affected whenever a storm occurs. The remnants of Typhoon number 10 alone caused flooding in over 1,200 households in the area, with more than 400 households having to be urgently evacuated.
I am currently at the Viet Ton Dike area. This dike section has been deeply flooded for 2 consecutive years due to the effects of storms. Local authorities report that during the recent Typhoon number 10 aftermath, the Red River water level rose above the dike surface, causing widespread flooding and directly impacting many local households.
The first priority is to ensure the safety of our residents' property, which means reinforcing the entire dike system, especially the dike section from Co Phuc to Viet Ton. If it breaches here, it affects many households, so we hope the province will invest soon.
Meanwhile, in Van Phu Ward, the Red River rising due to Typhoon number 10's remnants submerged many local houses and agricultural areas.
Due to the impact of extreme weather, the Red River water level rises at least once a year during the flood season, causing widespread flooding and erosion in many riverside areas. Even though the Red River has now receded, land erosion is accompanying it. Where I am standing right now is one of the current erosion spots.
From 2024 until now, the Nguyen residential area of Van Phu Ward has suffered from flooding at least twice due to the rising Red River. When the river water rises, houses, fields, and fish ponds are completely lost to the flood. When the water recedes, it washes away fertile alluvial soil.
The people here live on growing corn and rice. But when the water rises, they lose almost everything. Implementing the project to build an embankment to prevent Red River floods is the best way to stabilize production for the community. We hope the province and higher-level agencies will consider building a dike or an embankment so that our people can safely cultivate crops and produce goods, because every time there is a flood, people are very anxious. The Ward People's Committee has implemented many solutions to ensure the safety of the residents. At the same time, we hope the province will soon devise a thorough, comprehensive, and highly feasible plan to tackle flooding and erosion for localities like ours.
There are no full statistics on the damages caused by flooding and land erosion to the localities along the Red River. Local areas are currently struggling to recover. Therefore, fundamental solutions and systematic investment in flood and erosion control along the Red River are urgently needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently the system of ethnic boarding school and ethnic semi-boarding schools in Lào Cai province has contributed significantly to a positive trend in the quality of education in ethnic minority areas. Consequently, this has reduced the students' dropout rate and maintained a high rate of school attendance.
Sung T Ton Hoa, a 5th grade student at Cat Thin Ethnic Semi-Boarding Primary School, used to face many difficulties on her journey to school, which is nearly 10 kilometers from her home. Since being provided with accommodation and meals at the semi-boarding school, and taken care of from mealtime to bedtime, she has had better learning conditions.
Since studying at the semi-boarding school, I've gotten to eat delicious and nutritious food. I hope the school will continue to care for us and give us good meals like this.
In the 2025 to 2026 academic year, Cat Thin Ethnic Semi-Boarding Primary School has 622 students across 20 classes, with 331 students being semi-boarders. Recognizing the management, nurturing, and care of semi-boarding students as a crucial task for improving the overall quality of education, the school has signed contracts with reputable suppliers and organizes cooking according to strict procedures to ensure food safety and hygiene.
The semi-boarding model allows students to eat, live, and study in a centralized environment. This is a favorable condition for maintaining student numbers and reducing the rate of students dropping out or being absent due to difficult travel conditions. It helps the school manage and educate students comprehensively, not only in academics but also in building life skills and self-reliance.
To enhance the quality of human resources in Lào Cai province's ethnic minority regions, the province has recently paid special attention to developing the ethnic boarding schools and ethnic semi-boarding school systems. To date, the entire province has 17 ethnic boarding high schools, 182 ethnic semi-boarding schools, and 93 general schools with semi-boarding students. To improve the quality of teaching and learning, schools are actively applying information technology in instruction and effectively implementing emulation movements for good teaching and learning.
To improve the quality of education for students at the ethnic boarding school, we developed a detailed plan from the start of the school year. We actively apply AI and information technology in teaching and learning.
The continuously developing system of ethnic boarding schools and ethnic semi-boarding schools has created favorable conditions for ethnic minority students in remote, difficult, and extremely disadvantaged areas of Lào Cai, the future masters of the country, to study and train with peace of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, although Hợp Thành is a mountainous commune still facing many challenges, it possesses significant potentials and strength for tourism development. In the coming time, when this tourism potential is awakened, it will become a crucial driving force, helping residents achieve a more prosperous life.
Previously, on weekend holidays, Mr. Du Quoc Tuan of Lào Cai Ward often chose famous tourist areas like Sapa or Bac Ha for his family's sightseeing and leisure trips. However, for more than a year now, the Hop Ton market session has become a favorite destination for Mr. Tuan's family and friends.
I find the Hop Ton market session is getting more crowded, with a lot of agricultural products from the Highlanders. A few vegetables, a few fruits, but that is the unique feature and it brings a sense of excitement to shoppers. It's not just about buying goods, it's an experience at the Hop Ton Highland Market.
Rich in cultural identity and abundant with local produce, the Hop Ton market in recent years has become not only a weekend rendezvous for residents within the commune and neighboring areas but also attracts many tourists from inside and outside the province for visiting and experiencing.
Today, visiting the Hop Ton market session, I feel that it is very lively and bustling, with many goods to choose from and reasonable prices. The children, having the day off for Sunday, are also very excited and having fun.
Besides exploring the market session, tourists coming to Hop Ton also have the opportunity to experience the culture of local ethnic communities and discover the beautiful, pristine natural landscapes. Despite having great potential for development, tourism in Hop Ton has not grown as expected in recent years.
the potential is huge, the aspiration is also very great, especially since the two-tier local government model was implemented on July 1, 2025. We hope to see changes that will create a breakthrough in tourism economic development to improve the quality of life for the local people and promote the image of the locality.
For the 2025 to 2030 term, Hop Tong Commune sets the goal of establishing at least 3 model sites for agroecological community tourism, developing 5 OCOP products linked to tourism experiences, attracting over 15,000 visitors/year, ensuring 100% of participating households are trained in tourism service skills, and increasing average income to 75 million VND/person/year by 2030.
Ladies and gentlemen, our program today is ending. Thank you for your attention.